Hi. Alright, this is actually post-stream Yeru. Uh, so the summary is just that I messed up during my stream. I didn't record my audio, and for that, really sorry. For those who are watching back the VOD and for those who were with me live, unfortunately, yeah, none of what I really said was actually recorded. And I realized that after maybe more than halfway through the stream. So yes, for that I'm sorry. And this is my way of trying to correct the mistake that I made. So a few things that I want to actually go through first. So number one, is actually my introduction slide. So for those who are tuning in and watching this video first, today, well, on like 16 May was actually my debut stream. So actually, to be honest, not much. I'm just very nervous. Even now, I'm still very nervous, even though I'm not live. But yeah, so today was my debut stream. I ran through some of my own slides, and number two was I actually, for those who are here just for a summary of what I actually do, I want to stream, educational content for accounting. And honestly, my goal is just to teach anyone who is interested. You don't need to have any background knowledge. Maybe just a bit of, I'll say, primary school level math, and most importantly, interest. So if you're interested in finding out more about it, I feel my first session will cover some of it. And if you feel that you want to continue supporting me and watching me through this, please do stay. Appreciate anyone who actually drops by, even just to say hi. That's more than enough. And yeah, after classes, I will actually do gaming, but that will be covered in the VOD. I won't be covering it in this video. This video is just to make up for the lost audio time. And to be honest, classes are for beginners. Literally anyone who has any, I'll say, really done primary school level math, have experienced life for maybe 1 or 2 years. Honestly, that should be enough to relate to at least half of what I'm saying, hopefully. And feel free to clarify during stream, or I'm not sure how I can set up. Maybe I'll set up something for when I'm off stream as well. I do enjoy helping people. I'll go through the more in detail during the slides. The only difference between this and the bot would be I actually want to split the class, like the lesson, because I realized I covered way more than what I should. So I want to split it into 2 lessons instead, and I will cover the first lesson in this video, and I'll probably cover the next lesson sometime after this. Yes, and it will be released with my other video. So this will be three videos. And yeah, without further ado, let's just go through my slides again for my debut. This is rather embarrassing. And now my comment has actually aged a lot better, thankfully. So let's just start with this. So this is for live, but this is more relevant. It's still prepared by yours sincerely, this idiot, who forgot to unmute his mic after trying to switch his scene. Alright, so this is actually how I would want to conduct my streams in general. So the first 10 minutes after starting, I would just wait for more people to join if they're willing to join. I would, well, you know, we can chat about our day, how you've been doing, how I've been doing. Just catch up on with each other. And after 10 minutes or so, I'll start off with probably immediately with class. But for today, this round it'll be introduction. And yeah, so without further ado, we start off with my introduction round 2. So, 2 things to cover. 1, who I am, and 2, what I can offer. Basically, if you join the stream, for any amount of time, to be honest, what can you actually get out of it? So, to answer the first question, short answer, my name is Yeru. And to be honest, everything else is not as relevant. But long answer is, I tend to want to do things that I enjoy, and I want to improve on the things that I enjoy doing. And vice versa. Sometimes I want to improve on something, and I find something enjoyable to, help me get through, make some progress. So with self-confidence, I decided to start streaming. Even to friends, it's fine. The view count isn't exactly what my primary goal is. Primary goal is actually just to have fun, build up a bit of self-confidence, build up a bit of teaching skills as well. Something that I want to try out for quite a while now, which I don't really have the opportunity to. So to whoever who wants to learn from this idiot, yeah, you have my respect. Thank you so much. All right, what I can offer. So most of my streams are actually not scripted. Even these slides, I can't remember my own script for my own slides because my memory is honestly quite terrible. I really cannot remember things very well. Very evident from the mistake that I made. I will try not to make it again. Maybe I should try a bit harder. But yes, what I can offer. Weekly streams. So tentatively, we've set it on Friday nights. After getting off work. Which I feel sometimes it might not be as conducive. So do let me know if you want it to be a Saturday afternoon instead, where you feel you're more comfortable with learning. The timing of the streams will be posted in the Twitch banner. I'll probably have more social media accounts as well. So for classes, I want to make it a rule that it doesn't exceed 40 minutes. Clearly today I failed. A little unfortunate, but next time I'll probably wing it less and actually come up with a proper plan. Alright, so then the remaining time after the class, there will be a short break. It'll be gaming. However, during any time of the stream, and I'll probably set up a channel after streams as well, you guys can drop questions regarding accounting, and I'll try to help you as much as possible. I'll go through this further later on as well. So moving on, so after 10 minutes, usually I'll have class for about half an hour before a break, and then finally game till I feel sufficient for myself. Life is stressful, I understand. And okay, so moving on to class. Honestly, before I actually teach anything, want everyone to know what to actually expect from my classes. And then my first lesson, application. You saw from just now, in the VOD before I had to end it early for the gaming session. yeah, I actually started on some of the application questions. Didn't get to complete it. You'll view it in another video that I'll post as well. So first things first, what to expect from streams like this. Firstly, I'll be going through accountancy. Before those of you click away, let me just get one thing straight. This is for beginners. Very much for beginners. And for those of you who think that accountancy is a lot of math, number one, you are quite correct. And number two, this is the difference here. You'll be using the most basic math. So if for those of you who know PEMDAS, should be taught to us during primary school, I believe. Can't really remember, and not sure what the syllabus is now, but hopefully it's still being taught in primary school. So parentheses, exponential, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. All these, that's about it, to be honest. You only need this for 99% of accountancy. No calculus here, no fancy formulas. And yeah, so for those of you who might be asking what kind of qualifications I do have, not much. I do have PhD. Not that one. This one. Yes. So, yeah, I do have that, and I have another one that is quite irrelevant. And what to expect, part 2. So what I'll be doing is, again, the most basic explanation of accounting. The standards I'll be using or referring to would be International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS for short. A lot of countries base their own standards on this set. And for those of you who are tuning in from the US, you guys would be using generally accepted accounting principles, if I'm not wrong. GAAP for short, I know that, but the specifics will be different for every country. And don't go through this course thinking that it is a rule. And always refer to your own country's reporting standards to be safe, right? And next is, yes, help with homework. So for those of you who are taking accounting courses outside and you really can't wrap your head around it, you have questions with homework and all that stuff, you could send a message and all that. But generally for more complex or very long questions, it's difficult for me to do it on stream. The best that I can help you with is give you a answer offline. So I probably have to, DM or post in a Google Drive or something. But just some disclaimer. Please don't do this for assessments. You can do this for questions that where while you're learning you encounter. But if you are doing this for your coursework, is being graded, don't do this. All right. What you could do if you actually meet those issues is you summarize in your own words what you think the question is asking, and you ask it in the chat. That I can help you with. The specifics on what the correct answer is and all that stuff. If it's for grading purposes, I really do not want to do this because it's considered a form of cheating, actually. So you are not only cheating your schoolwork, you're cheating yourself, right? It's a learning experience, and you have to learn for yourself. No one can really learn for you. So yeah, that's what I mean by some conditions apply, and understandably, It limits a lot of what I can actually help you with, but I could explain concepts, and I think that is useful. So, well, actually, I do want to cover one more thing in my previous slide. Okay, so for the first point, most basic explanation. So don't actually go through this thinking that once you come out, you can be a full-fledged accountant. You definitely cannot. This is just to help people along. If you do want to work as an accountant in the future, please go through any official education. By that I mean, polytechnic, university, official educational channels, or you go through professional certification, things like LCCI, ACCA. Those are the two more recognized ones. LCCI not as much, ACCA definitely. So yes, please go through those channels if you really want to go out and work in the future. This is not a place for you to learn everything. Yes. And yeah, without further ado, we can start with the first lesson. And as usual, I am winging this. This is not a good idea. But then again, I find this the most effective for me. So let's answer the first question. What is accounting? Okay, ACC stands for accounting in at least for me. I'll use some short forms, but I will try to explain as many as I can. Okay, so what is accounting? The shortest way I can say is it's a story. You are telling a story of a person, a company, and to be honest, these are the two most common usage of accounting. So for person, you can be for your everyday use, to be honest, even though it gets a little boring. Next one will be sole proprietorship, meaning you are the company. We'll go through more of these terms in another session, but yeah, I will write the simplified version beside it. So for company, it's just the company. For those who know what it is, it's just anything under the sun, to be honest. The most famous companies, Microsoft, Google, companies, right? So these are accounting is used as a tool to tell the story of any person or company, right? And who wants to hear this? This is important, right? Like, who are interested in knowing the story, right? To be honest, many people, right? Your government, you have your investors, those who want to put money in the company, hoping that they get returns in the form of either dividends or interest, whatnot, everything. Investors, right? Normal people like you and I. Nowadays is very, very big, sustainability. Just people in general. So nowadays people are more concerned about, is this company sustainable? Are they causing a lot of pollutions, causing a lot of inconveniences to the society as a whole. There's also one. And for the companies itself, the employees, you look at your company and you think, am I gonna be retrenched in the next year? Do I need to start looking for a new job? Is it safe for me to ask for a raise? You can kind of guess how your company is doing through accounting. Or you can also kind of guess by looking at things. But the more telltale sign is this. Others, your customers. Is the company reliable? Do they provide goods that are of quality, or cheap goods that are reliable? Will they deliver on time? Things like that. All these sort of things. Some of it can be seen from accounting. Others can be seen from just dealing with the company itself. And suppliers. And what suppliers are concerned with is, can this company pay me after I send them my goods? The last thing you want to do is you send them $1 million worth of goods and they go bankrupt and you receive 10,000. Then it's just not good for both parties involved. So these are a lot of. There are many more others who might be interested in knowing the company, like knowing the story of the company through accounting. Right, so that brings us to the next point of let me. Alright, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Let's discuss the limitations. Because with almost all of human inventions, this included, there are always limitations. So the first one, and the most glaring weakness of accounting is it is historical data. You will only know what the company did in the past year, in the past whatever period that they stated. Right, so it's historical data. It's not the most reliable when you are looking at something that is more future oriented. For example, like, will the company be able to pay me dividends next year? You can't tell from this year's data because dividends has already been paid. So you're hoping that the company will do well next year to pay you dividends after you buy it, assuming you haven't bought yet. Right, so historical data is difficult to draw any conclusions about future events, what will happen in the future, through basically data of the past. What you can only do is extrapolate, right? And that is not foolproof. Right, the second is actually... before that, what we do to mitigate this issue is we make estimates. We make estimates and we revalue certain accounts, not all of them. So we'll go through these in a future date. Just know that for now, accounting is not the best tool for everyone because it only shows what happened in the past, and you can't use the past to predict the future accurately down to the minute details. And the second is the difference in units. Difference in units of measurement. This is not really apparent, but usually this is actually because of the way we tend to measure. It's not because we use different currencies that can be kind of mitigated through forex, foreign exchange. Different units, by which I mean you have different methods of valuing something, and there is no one perfect method of valuing anything. So, and this is very apparent when you're talking comparisons between companies, because company A can treat certain things differently from company B in terms of accounting. So maybe different units, not the perfect way to explain this. This is difficult as well, even for me. So I probably won't go through this for a very, very long time. Just know that it occurs. And if you want to know more, please invest in yourself and go to a proper education facility. University is not the best, but you get a piece of paper and you can get employed based on it. So do your own research. Alright, okay, so this actually concludes lesson 1. I've decided to split this into 2. This doesn't really have application questions. It's just to tell you what you can expect and why accounting is important, to say the least. Why it's being used by every company out there who has to report to the government. And hopefully through future lessons, you guys get to learn a bit more about accounting as a whole. And if you find joy in doing this for a living, or you want to teach this, by all means, go for it. If not, that is actually part 1 of the VOD makeup. Yeah, I think that's a good name for it. Okay, so and for those who wants to see a full picture of this, see if I can. Okay, I can't magnify this, unfortunately. So you guys, I'll just scroll through this slowly. Alright, so that concludes our first lesson. Once again, I'm very sorry about what happened in the VOD, and especially during live. Sorry about that. I think I've wasted quite a lot of your time, especially. And I hope this makes up for at least some of it. And if it doesn't, yeah, I hope at least these materials are useful. Alright, signing off. I will have to go make the second part of this lesson. See ya. Take care over your weekends or your break, depending on when you view this.